patients. The third place where ADHD may come into play is when pregnancy occurs. And then there are radical changes in these hormones. And many women talk about the onset of an ADHD brain associated with their pregnancy. Difficulties with working memory, with concentration, with attention, and so on, not to mention changes in emotion regulation and mood that all may occur during pregnancy. So that women with ADHD who then become pregnant may find an exacerbation of certain aspects of their ADHD symptom profile and executive deficits. And then finally, the fourth phase where these hormones may have an effect, according to these authors, is during perimenopause and menopause proper itself, when we see these hormones changing again. And we often hear women talking about at this stage an exacerbation of their symptoms, such as greater inattention, poorer working memory, difficulties with emotion regulation. We've even had instances where we see a rise in referrals of women to clinics that is coincident with the onset of perimenopause or menopause, where women who weren't necessarily ADHD previously or were able to cope with elevated symptoms that may not have been in the clinical range now find themselves fully clinically ADHD as they approach mid to late life. So again, a very important paper that sets the stage for how we can do further research to test out their theory of this multiphasic impact of ADHD, or excuse me, of female symptoms or hormones on ADHD symptoms, and what we can expect to see within each of these stages, such as during the menstrual period, in these alterations in ADHD symptoms. So I thought a very important review of the literature here, but particularly a presentation of a theory based on a lot of evidence from non-clinical samples from other disorders that we might be able to extrapolate over to ADHD to better understand what our female patients are telling us about symptom fluctuations during and after the reproductive lifespan that they have. So I hope that you found this informative. I hope you'll go and have a look at this paper. It's easily understandable.